Gamers, how's it hoppin'? Welcome back to another video. And I got things to say about the Nintendo Game Watch Zelda and Mario editions. Yes, I'm a bit late to the party for all of this. I had this Mario edition for the past year or so, and I never opened it. I never felt the need. But then recently there was a big sale on the Zelda one, and I really wanted to open this one, and then it made sense to open both and kind of compare. And I just want to show you what they do, and most importantly, my thoughts of them, if they're worth getting, if you want to get your hands on these in the near future. Now, these are, I will tell it right away, these are not handheld systems, these are toys. Like, very limited in what they can do, but what they're doing pretty well. So, when they came out, they are basically replicas of the Game & Watch. I don't need to tell you what these are, so let's get right into it. The best part, in my opinion, even more than these systems themselves, are the boxes. This is the Mario one, and that's super cool. So they're modeled after the Game & Watch boxes, but they have this Mario branding all over it. However, it's a plastic sleeve, so when you get this out, it looks like the old school Game & Watch boxes. So this one has Ball and the Mario games on them. So this is what it looks like. This is amazing. I never owned a Game & Watch, so I'm not nostalgic for them. However, I do love the small form factor, and there is a way to hack these. However, it's not very easy, so it requires some soldering, and it's not just plug and play, because sadly they didn't put, so there's an USB-C plug, Apple, note that. USB-C, but it only transmits power, there's no data connection, so you cannot homebrew it that way. You need to open it up, solder stuff into it. Too complicated for me, however, maybe worth it for some of you. So, however, these boxes are just great. They feel nice. They're nice in your hand. The Zelda one. Oh, but before no, let's look into some of the detail here. I mean, this is amazing. You see Mario here, the blocks everywhere, the clouds. Oh man, this just looks amazing. You got Bowser right here. What I don't like, the glue they used to tape these together. Like, it leaves a nice residue right there. Hate that, especially because it's so sticky. I got it pretty well over here, but you know, it ruins the box a little bit when you open it up. And the Zelda one is more or less the same thing. So you have this Zelda. I have it the wrong way in here. What was I doing? Absent-minded doing all of this. So yeah, this one doesn't have Ball, it has Vermin, which is a much more fun Game & Watch game. I remember playing that when I had the Game Boy emulator, and there were these Game & Watch collections on the Game Boy. I used to play that quite a bit. So we have the Zelda stuff here. This is just great. Like the boxes, I must say, I enjoy these boxes more than the systems themselves. So why did I get them? I'm just a sucker for collectibles, yeah. So I never got onto the amiibo train. I never cared about them. I got a few of the characters I'm interested in. However, amiibos never my thing. Other things, I need something that has a use otherwise, aside from being just a great thing to have. And these let you play Nintendo games just fine. Especially the Zelda one is definitely worth getting if you have no other way to play these games. And these, I mean, their usability, it's very hit and miss. So, like I said, the Mario one came out 2 years ago, and the Zelda one came out in October of 2021, I think. And their usability is interesting, let's say. So they have these on buttons. that are like the 3DS, the new 3DS. So they're very in there. You have to get your nail and push it in. They have, of course, the watch functions, and we have the games. Oh no, I need to do this through the viewfinder. So these come with multiple games built in. We have Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, which is the Japanese Mario Brothers, and we have Ball. Now let's. I don't need to show you any of this. You know these games, and you've played them 10 million times. Maybe Mario Brothers 2 is one that you're not too familiar with, but I can't push the button. Oh, but I'm dead. Yeah, maybe it's a great way to play Super Mario Brothers 2, but really they ported these games to so many systems, it doesn't make sense to me to play these on this system. They have this recreational Ball, which is a fun game. So you just catch these balls, but it's not a one-to-one replica. There's Mario's face on it, so not a huge fan of that. It's fun to play, but I would rather have a proper recreation. On the Game Boy Color, they did proper like Game Boy Color ports of these things that bettered the gameplay and made everything better. These are not so great. Apparently, there's some kind of Mario face drawing video you can unlock. Never bothered with that. So this one basically went straight back into the box when I got it. I have better ways to play Mario games. There are emulation systems to make it a lot more pleasurable to play. The main problem I had with this, especially when they started hacking these, I saw the lack of buttons. So we have the D-pad and we have A and B, no start and select. So even if I hacked this back then, the number of games I can play is limited, especially when you're into RPGs that need a few more buttons. Then the Zelda one came out. Wow, this one improved many things. So you can see the clock is Zelda right here. It looks pretty cool. Sadly, they have no stands on the back. You cannot stand them up. Missed the chance to do any of that. However, they're still pretty nice. You get yourself some nice stands here, and you can prop them up. Looking nice, putting that on a shelf sure makes your wannabe YouTuber background a bit nicer. However, the games on here are finally worth playing. We have seen Mario 1, Mario 2 10 million times on different systems. The Zelda ones are a bit rarer to find on different systems. So what we can play here is the Zelda 1, Zelda 2, which is often overlooked, and all of these have the Japanese version. So if you want to play, if you don't want to get the book, but you want to get the Bible, like play the Japanese version. This one is cool, Link's Awakening, in all of these different translations. Sadly, the German one is censored. I think it uses the DX translation. You may know in the German version there's this translation, never do it without a condom, I'll give you my juice, you give me yours, something like that. They translate it in there. This one uses the censored translation where that's been taken out. However, I've been playing, or I have played Link's Awakening on the Switch, the remake, and I was having so much fun with all of that. And it just crazy, amazing how well that game holds up. And from what I see, it's a one-to-one remake, basically. A few quality of life additions, but overall dungeon designs, everything is spot on. So I'm really wanting to play the original Link's Awakening at one point. However, this one only has the black and white Game Boy version. There is no Link's Awakening DX on this, which is pretty sad. However, this has a few bonus things. This has Vermin, the Game & Watch game. This is much more fun. It's basically whack-a-mole. So playing this with one hand is just impossible. You get the concept. And it has this timer thing. So you can set a timer. And then there's a mini game where you just... is it this one? I don't know. For some you can put on a timer and then you can defeat things with Link. I have no idea. So this one may be worth it because it has 3 great games on them. The Mario one, there are so many ways to play this game. You don't need to have the Game & Watch thing. However, I wanted to say a few things about these. Like I said, these are toys to me. These are something I get out, I play 10 minutes, and I have some fun. I had so many toys as a kid that I played for half an hour with, then it went into the bin, and the fun you have with toys is you rediscover them 2 years later, 3 years later. You get them out and you say, this was a nice thing. And they are nice collectible. I mean, I think this year is Kirby's anniversary, so I'm just hoping that they don't stop on these things and they keep going for other franchises. Do a Kirby one, do a Metroid one. But knowing Nintendo, that's not going to happen. Nintendo just Mario, Zelda, whatever else, I don't care. Let's put out a Splatoon one that makes no sense. But yeah, that's Nintendo nowadays. They only care about their big series. I want the smaller stuff. Especially, like, can you imagine a pink Kirby one that has Kirby 1, 2, and 3 on the Game Boy on here? Maybe even Kirby's Adventure, something like that. I would like that, just to have that. I would enjoy that even more than the Zelda one. However, like, I mean, they're nice toys. As a collectible, as a collector, I felt more, it's nice to have these sealed, you know? Like, now they're opened, and just having this idea, I bought the idea of these things more than the product themselves. And I just, it would have felt nicer as a nice little sealed brick. However, then the whole toy aspect would have been gone. And maybe I'm enjoying these more as a toy in the near future. And yeah, so we have these. I have 2 of these here. So one Mario, one Zelda one. What is there to enjoy really? What can you do? Like, I don't have any more. And I have a real problem. Like, I wish I had a sealed one, and just to enjoy for my collection. And I really don't know what to do. Should I buy an additional one? Especially the Mario ones have been getting harder to find. And I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because the collector in me wants to have a sealed one just for the collection. Because I really like the way these are. And like having them open to play with, nice, but I really wish I had a sealed one for the collection. So whatever, if you have a sealed one, like, contact me. Maybe I want to buy one because I have them opened, but I don't know. Having a sealed one would be pretty swell as well. Have you bought these? Did you enjoy these? Do you actually play the games on them? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to get these, like I said, these are nice toys to get out every year or so. However, like, as a product to play the games, there are better ways to do that. Get yourself some kind of emulation handheld. If they had if they could be modified more easily, I would definitely recommend these. Like, these fit into your pocket. These are perfect. Get like 5 of them, so you can scratch them all up and have some fun. Just slide these into your pocket. However, with the built-in games and basically a little to no way to modify them, I don't know if I would recommend them, especially if prices ever go up on these. So far, they've been pretty low, not a lot of people interested in them. However, who knows? In 10 years, Nintendo fanboys will be nostalgic for them. Who knows? Anyway, tell me, do you play these games? Do you like them? See you in the next video. Bye.